Hey, we're going over your deal you have here with another wholesaler. You said that so this is 5750 South Carpenter. We're analyzing this deal. Yeah, you can work with other wholesalers, but the first thing I would ask them, make sure they're direct to contract with the homeowner. And because just to work with another wholesaler, you have to let them know that we need to see the contract, verify the contract, we check title, and then we sign a an agreement with them. So that's the only way we work with them. I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way and target other wholesalers because you're going to be looking at hundreds and hundreds of deals, and most of them, I would say 90% of wholesalers out there, their deals just don't make sense. So same thing with realtors, deals on the MLS. I mean, you can make offers on them as much as you want, but you're probably looking at it's going to take like 100 plus offers to get one deal versus if you're direct to owner, it should take maybe 20 offers to get one deal or 30 offers or less. But here's if you go on Deal Machine, you enter the address, you can see who owns it, so Michael Taylor. You can see how much they owe on the mortgage, 11,000. If they're behind in taxes, it will say tax delinquency. So you're gonna ask the whole other wholesaler, if the numbers work, ask the other wholesaler, hey, I need to see the contract, make sure you have a contract with Michael Taylor. I gotta make sure that the contract's direct to the homeowner. And then you want to ask them that first before you start analyzing all their deals. Make sure they actually have a contract direct to homeowner because hey, we're gonna have to look at it, verify you actually have it under contract. We pull title, make sure everything is clean. And if they say they do, yeah, you can look at it. But like I said, it's gonna be a lot harder to get a deal under contract, focusing on other wholesalers' deals because most of them are just way overpriced. So we're at this is a 2 unit frame, Southside Chicago. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull up the address in Redfin. You're gonna go to the map here and go nearby homes for sale, and it will take you to all the active properties, multifamily, sold in the last 6 months. And this is like 2,000 square feet, almost 2,000. So we're gonna go about 10% above that. So about 2,200, 2,250 and under. And you see we have 6 comps here. So the thing you have to look at in the south side Chicago is the bricks. You can see they sell, these are stone or brick homes. These sell for a lot higher than the frame. So this is you can see our property is a frame house. You can see the front of it. So in Chicago, these bricks here sell way more than these frames. So we never take a frame and use a brick comp. So that's what it looks like you did in the CRM is you took the brick comps and used those when you need to take the frame comps only. So you see here, these are brick. This one's frame. You can tell just by you see the outside, that's frame. So I can use this one, right? The bricks I'm not going to use. So we got one at 310, one at 290, and one at 240. So we have comps, good comps here. 310, 290, 240. And let's say that you didn't find any frame comps, you can zoom out like once. It's about a half mile, and if you still don't find the frame comps, you can zoom out again to about a mile. But bricks always sell a lot more, so just keep that in mind. So when you're in the Chicago area, the never use a frame and take brick comps because they're not comparable. So we're gonna use the comps that we found. We have 310, we have 290, and we have 240. Those are the closest ones. 10, 290, 240. Get the wholesale fee, the market rent, square footage. This property, we're gonna have to look at these comps here. So do we need to finish our basement? So if I go to uh the one of the comps, if I go to property details, go to interior, I'm looking to see if the basement's finished. So this one's unfinished, which is good. So we don't have to finish our basement. So if let's say that this was finished and all the comps had finished basements, you would have to add the square footage of the basement here. So typically the basement would be, if it's a two-story house, you just divide that by two. So it's probably around, 940 or 936, which would be or you can, yeah, just take 1972 divided by two, about 936, I believe. And then that would be the square footage. But if all the comps have unfinished basements, you don't need to add that. Okay. So let's look at the this one here, property details, interior, basement unfinished. So yeah, all these properties looks like the basement. This one doesn't really, it says recreation room, so this is probably finished, one of them. So if majority of the comps have unfinished, we can leave it blank. But like I said, if it's finished, you gotta add that into the rehab cost. So this is gonna add to the rehab cost. For total gut. Um, I don't see any pictures, so I can't look at it on this video. So we got a cash offer at 119, and then if we wholesale it, we're trying to sell for 121, a frame total gut. So next thing we got to do is go to for sale active. We're looking for multifamily. We take the square footage off because if there's a house that is bigger, selling cheaper, we want to see that. And then you price it from low to high. Um, so you see a brick one is 119, 116. I do zoom out to be about a mile. So to get about a mile, so typically you're zoomed in this initially, like a 2, 3 block radius. Zoom out once, half mile, zoom out twice. You're at about a mile radius here. So we're about a mile radius. So you see that 90,000 frame, 100,000. So if I'm an investor in this market, I would just buy these, if let's say I made this offer at 119, I got it under contract and now I'm trying to sell it for 122. Guess what? Investors are going to go in this market and just say, hey, I'm just going to buy these two down the street. They're both total gut rehabs as well, and they're selling cheaper, right? This brick is even selling cheaper. So I need to be selling cheaper than these guys. So I need to adjust my offer. So let's see. So I want to be at a sell price of, so if I have a $12,000 wholesale fee, I want to be, maybe I want to be selling it maybe right below at 89,000. So I want to be at about like a 77,000 offer. And this deal looks like it's active. Looks like it's been on the market since like July. So it's been on the market a long time. Might be some issues with it, but I want to beat this deal. So I gotta adjust my formula to maybe 65. Let's see, 90. So that's still too high. 60. So right there at 60. Well, it's still too high, isn't it? So it's at 90. So yeah, this would be sell price at 89. So you see that? I'm at 65% reduction here. 60%. So the offer changes based upon what's active. And then vice versa. Let's say that, you saw the lowest active comp selling for 159. Like you checked all the actives. And you can change that. So if the lowest active and if anyone can buy a property is 159, if I change this to 75, you'll see that, when I go and sell this for 123 or yeah, if I add a $12,000 wholesale fee to 119, that's 131, and the lowest active is 159 in the market. I can adjust my ARV percentage to 75, and that's the highest I would go. I wouldn't go above that because that's the number where private money lenders, hard money lenders, invest at 75%. So that's how you comp a property, Southside Chicago, frame, frame versus brick, analyzing if there's a basement or not. Stay on page. I'm gonna go to like 60%. I'm gonna save this. And you should do this for every offer. Like if you're trying to make a rent to own offer or option listing, because doing this will adjust all the different offers as well. So save. You go to email, let's send the offer letter of intent. And this is a total gut rehab. So total gut rehab, we don't make the um rent to own offers. We only make cash offer and the option listing offer. We only have two offers because it's a total gut rehab. We can't cash flow it as is. So I'm gonna remove these two. So and the Airbnb offer, of course. So these are our two options here. And this is the highest numbers. Like you don't ever want to go above these numbers. These are the highest numbers. You want to get a number out of them first. And I'm gonna remove all this because all this on the bottom is for rent to own and Airbnb offers. Um, so you want to get a number out of him first. So let's say that he says he's at 100,000, right? So automatically you already know that we can give him 100,000 and we can do a listing out of it, right? So, but we're gonna try to get him down to this one. So you're gonna start here and try to get him at, maybe start at 67 and work your way up to 77. And what if he comes down from 100 to 90,000, right? So in that case, we can turn around and say, hey, listen, that doesn't work for us. But what we can do is do a option listing where we can list it for you at our commission on top. Um, well, that's how we come up with the offer on a multifamily Southside Chicago frame comp, and we're gonna send you this video. Did I record this? Yeah.